Once upon a time, in a peaceful woodland, a clever fox lived in a cozy burrow near the edge of the forest. The fox was known for being sly and cunning, but he was also quite the social creature, enjoying the company of others, especially when he could pull off a clever trick or two. One day, he decided to invite his friend, a tall and graceful stork, over for dinner. The fox thought it would be the perfect opportunity to amuse himself with a little prank. He sent the stork a message, "Dear stork, I would be delighted if you could join me for dinner this evening. I have prepared a delightful meal that I'm sure you will enjoy." The stork, being a polite and friendly bird, accepted the invitation without hesitation. She was excited to spend the evening with the fox, though she had no idea what mischief was brewing in his mind. When evening came, the stork flew gracefully through the forest and landed at the fox's den. She knocked on the door with her long beak, and the fox answered with a wide, welcoming grin. "Welcome, dear friend. Come in, come in. Dinner is ready, and I've prepared something extra special just for you." The stork stepped inside and was greeted by the smell of a delicious meal. The table was set with two shallow, wide dishes, each filled with a rich and savory soup. The fox quickly sat down and began lapping up his soup with ease. His long, flexible tongue was perfect for the shallow dish, and he made quite a show of enjoying every bite. The stork, however, found herself in a bit of a predicament. Her long, thin beak was not suited for the shallow dish. She tried dipping her beak into the soup, but no matter how hard she tried, she could only manage to get a few drops. The fox, watching from the corner of his eye, tried to hide his amusement, but the twitching of his whiskers gave him away. "Is the soup not to your liking, stork?" the fox asked with a feigned look of concern, though his eyes sparkled with mischief. The stork, being a patient and gracious guest, replied, "Oh no, it's quite delicious. I'm just having a bit of trouble with the dish." The fox smirked, clearly pleased with his little prank, and continued to eat his meal without offering any help or alternative. The stork, though frustrated, didn't let her irritation show. She was much too wise to let the fox's trick get to her. Instead, she graciously finished the evening, chatting politely with the fox even though she had barely eaten a bite. As she left, she thanked the fox for his hospitality and said, "It was a lovely evening, my friend. Perhaps you'll join me for dinner tomorrow at my home?" The fox, not sensing anything suspicious, eagerly accepted. "Of course. I'd be delighted. I look forward to it." The next evening, the fox arrived at the stork's home, curious to see what she had prepared. The stork welcomed him warmly and led him to the dining table. There, in the middle of the table, were two tall, narrow vases filled with a delicious-smelling stew. The necks of the vases were long and thin, perfect for the stork's beak but utterly useless for the fox's short snout. The stork, with great satisfaction, dipped her long beak into the vase and began enjoying the meal with ease. The fox, on the other hand, struggled. He tipped the vase, tried to squeeze his snout inside, and even attempted to lick at the edges, but no matter what he did, he couldn't get more than a taste. The stork, with a twinkle in her eye, watched the fox's frustration but remained polite. "Is the stew not to your liking, fox?" she asked, echoing his own words from the previous night. The fox, realizing he had been outwitted, chuckled nervously. "Oh, it's delicious, but I seem to be having a bit of trouble with the dish." The stork smiled graciously and replied, "It's all about the right dish for the right guest, wouldn't you agree?" The fox, humbled by the lesson, nodded. "You're absolutely right. I suppose I got what I deserved. Treat others as you wish to be treated." This simple yet powerful lesson reminds us that kindness and respect are the foundation of true friendship. By putting ourselves in others' shoes, we gain insight into their needs and feelings, fostering a world where thoughtfulness and empathy guide our actions. When we honor each other's unique qualities, just as the stork and the fox ultimately learned, we create harmony and deepen the bonds we share. This is Storywave YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.